play this week.
Yes, sir. So welcome everybody. Episode 5 of Sports Chronicles.
Actually, I'm gonna
Uh
keep my track this week. I'm gonna keep my notes as far as like who I take this week, so we don't get back.
no worries, no worries. I got you handled for last week. I'll give you your record for last week so that way you know it and then you can just continue and
What's
keep
our
track of it
scores?
from there.
What's our scores?
So before we get started and everything, we're talking about week 5 predictions and everything. Bye weeks, teams is on the bye weeks. Is Eagles, Titans, Chargers, Lions. So you're not going to hear anything from them. All of those teams are safe and sound for this week. We don't have to make fun of them whatsoever. So please leave my Chargers alone for this week because we do not play. Okay. Thank you guys. Um Last week I went 10-6. You went 9-7. So I beat you by one.
Wow, that's
I got you
crazy.
by
That's
I got you
crazy.
by one, yeah. And at first I had it where we both had the Raiders wrong, but I was like, wait a minute, we both picked the Raiders to win, and they won. I'm tripping. So I had to scrape it out. I'm like, no, we got that right. We got that right. So we both got winning records.
So you're up by one.
Um
Okay,
yeah, so right now I'm up by one. So we'll see how week 5 goes and how it plays out and everything.
sounds good.
All right, so
Alrighty.
first game of the week,
I'm just giving you that
Thursday.
face because of the first game. This man's again on prime time, bro. Like, how many times I gonna put this man on prime time?
Thursday night football. Who you got?
But
Bucks. You going Bucks? So this one was tough for me. There was two of them this week that was tough for me. This one was pretty tough for me to pick. And then I let you guys know who the second was when we get to it as well too. Um, I went Falcons. I
wow,
went
you go
Falcons.
with Kirk family member on prime time.
I went Falcons. They're home. I know it's prime time, but they are home. Bucks are riding high right now. Falcons just came off of a tough divisional game
Mm-hmm.
against the Saints. Um, there was a couple mistakes that the Saints made and everything in the game that I think that they can get corrected. And although Baker has been amazing, the Bucks have kind of been like a roller coaster. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know if we're going to get a full, complete game out of the Bucks, or if we're just going to get Baker Mayfield balling, or if we're going to get just a defense playing. We haven't really seen what we can fully get from Tampa Bay. I know this is the second week in a row that I'm picking against them. Trust me, I don't hate the Bucks. I do like Baker Mayfield, but I kind of do like what Atlanta got going on.
This
And
man's
I'm gonna say that
going, you're brave.
this is gonna be the year that Kirk Cousins breaks the prime time curse that he has on himself. So I'm gonna go Falcons in that first game.
Okay.
Um, we got a 9:30 game. We got a 9:30 game this week on
Yep.
Sunday. It is a game in London. Jets versus Vikings.
The Vikings are gonna win that game, bro.
I figured that's what you were gonna go. Um, for the second week in a row, I'm going to pick against the Vikings. I'm going to pick the Jets. I'm going to say, and it's not going to be because of Robert Saleh. You already know if you guys haven't seen our last video, stop what you're doing. Go watch that last video. You can hear what I had to say about Robert Saleh and how I feel about him.
All I know
So
is that,
just
bro,
know
this
that
man,
when I
they
pick,
lose. They lose. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. They lose. They need to check, paddle him. Like, take your sweet
oh no, he
time.
needs to stay in London. Robert
Yes, I'm
Saleh,
saying.
just keep that boy in London. Let him buy his own ticket home. He don't need to fly back with the team because he ain't gonna be with him no more. So he don't even need to do that.
Maybe you'll have a
Um,
job with the London City Nannies, but yeah.
but yeah, for that exact reason, that's why I'm going to pick the Jets. Don't get me wrong, the Vikings are 4-0. They have been playing amazing, but I don't expect the Vikings to go undefeated. I don't expect them to win every single game. Brian Flores has that defense going crazy. Kevin O'Connell has that offense looking amazing. Sam Darnold looks resurrected. This is a revenge game for Sam Darnold. I
That's why I
understand
have
that.
also. That's why I also
I
have Sam
I
Darnold.
I totally understand all of that. I get all of that. But the Jets need this game. The coach needs this game.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers needs this game. So they need this game. They just came off of a bad game. Brees Hall had 10 carries for 4 yards. That's not going to happen again.
That
So
cannot happen again.
I expect the Jets to come focused in this game. I know it's a long trip. Nobody has home field advantage because it's in London. So you can't really say that the crowd is going to be a factor because they're just going to be rooting just the fact that they have football in London.
I hate that they're playing in my freaking favorite team stadium, like my favorite soccer team. I hate that they're using their freaking stadium for this, bro.
So for that one, I'm going to pick the Jets to beat the Vikings and give the Vikings their first
All I
loss of
know
the
is that this
season.
man is not coming back to the United States with a job.
Dolphins Patriots.
Pats.
We
Pats.
agree. That's crazy. I picked the Patriots for too. What it came down for me was their offenses are basically the same right now. They both don't really have offense.
Mm-hmm.
We know why the Dolphins don't have offense and the Patriots don't have offense because they're the Patriots right now.
Mm-hmm.
It came down to defense for me. Who had the better defense?
Patriots have better defense.
And I feel like right now the Patriots have a better defense than the Dolphins. So for that reason, I'm going to pick the Patriots to win this game. Now, if Tua was in the game, I would not be picking the Patriots.
No, obviously not. Tua was there. You know, we got Miami.
No Tua, no offense,
and no party.
So give me the Patriots to win this game. Ravens, Bengals.
Tough. Actually, no, that's not tough. That's the Ravens, bro. What would those Bengals have any defense? No.
We both agree there. We both agree there. Ravens had a really good. Their passing game is a little suspect. I'm still a little suspect on the passing game of their offense. However, that run game with King Henry and Lamar Jackson is dynamic, and we are starting to see it get into action, and the oil is starting to everything is starting to get going for the Ravens. And although I like what Joe Burrow is doing, I do think he's going to have a tremendous game because he's going to have to play Superman for them for the rest of the season.
Yep.
But I think that the Ravens are going to be too much for the Bengals in totality. Not for Joe Burrow, but in total, I think that the Ravens are going to be too much for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sorry, Howard. Fuck with you, bro, but
yeah, I gotta Howard, but we have to pick the Ravens.
I gotta pick against the Bengals. Hey, you never know. You guys might upset us and make us be wrong, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens this week. Next game, Jags versus who the Jags play again? They play the Colts.
All I know is that someone's gonna get bantered in this game. The battle of the Geos.
The battle of the Geos. Who is the real Geo is the question. I'm
going with Flacco.
Who you got?
I'm going with Flacco. I'll go with Flacco and them boys.
So you got Jags going on 5.
Yep. Okay. Of course, the laughing stock continues for that team.
Well, I don't think they're going to be the laughing stock this week because although Joe Flacco is there, Jonathan Taylor is dealing with a high ankle sprain.
Oh,
that is scary.
Okay, yeah, that is scary.
So for that reason, I think they're going to end the streak of not having a win in 2024, and I'm gonna give the Jags their first win of the season.
Gio, we're against each other there.
Gio, don't kill me, bro. I know this is the second week in a row that I am picking against your Colts. But if AR was healthy and JT was healthy, I would pick the Colts to win this one. Even though I think that Joe Flacco is throwing through the ball better than what AR did all season, I would have picked the Colts. Even if AR wouldn't have been healthy, if JT would have been healthy, I would have picked the Colts. But high ankle sprains. Listen, I have a certain player on my team dealing with a high ankle sprain right now, and it doesn't look good for our offense. So for Gio that reason,
2? Sorry, bro.
I'm gonna go with Gio number 2 and Duval.
Sorry, Gio number 2. I'm gonna have to go against you this week again, but it's okay. When you got Prince Charming at quarterback,
Yeah. Yeah. The Commanders play
the Browns.
The Browns.
I'm going with the NFC East again. I got Washington, bro.
Listen, I went against Jaden Daniels last week with Kyler Murray, and he told me, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You might as well just stop your podcast because you don't know sports. So with that being said, I'm going with the Commanders this week.
Yeah, Washington's
I'm
gonna
not
win that
doubting
game,
Jaden
bro.
Daniels. I don't like the way Deshaun Watson them look and everything. Amari Cooper
Hmm.
has 6 drops on the season, which is crazy.
Bro,
Nick Chubb might be coming
this
back
man
this
had a
week.
touchdown come right back with Amari Cooper, bro. Like,
Speaking of that, bro, I lost out on $1,500 because of that holding penalty. I could have turned $20 into $1,500 had they not hold and let Amari Cooper get that touchdown. But that touchdown coming back made me lose $1,500.
I'll be mad too.
So
Shit.
you Raider fans, yeah, it's another reason why. Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders in that game. I until I see otherwise, man, that Jaden Daniels is rookie of the year, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go with him. Remind me again who the Bills play?
Houston.
Houston. Ooh.
I got Houston winning that game.
That was the one. That was the one. Was it that one? Yes. That was the one, the second one that I had a problem with picking. Because I like both quarterbacks. CJ Stroud bounced back last week.
Yep.
They had a solid game. It was a rivalry game, so it was tough. It was hard fought. I know that the Jags are 0-4, but they're in the same division as the Texans, and you know those division games. It doesn't matter if you're good, if you're bad. Those division games get crazy. So he came out with a win in that one. Josh Allen had a bad game against the Ravens. I predicted it. I kind of figured that was going to happen. There was no way that they were just going to go 4 weeks in a row of just consistent, amazing football.
Relying on him. Yep.
Eventually, you got to have a bad game. Eventually, everyone's human. It happens. They're not robots out there playing, so that stuff happens. However, and this is just me thinking, they're obviously not going to get the number 1 seed. That's probably most likely going to go to the Chiefs. The refs are going to help them get to 14-3. So the Chiefs
got
are going to
12 men on the field with the refs.
You feel me? So 13 with the crowd when they're playing at home. The Chiefs are most likely going to lock down the number 1 seed. With that being said, they've already lost to the Ravens. So that means they lose that tiebreaker there in the event that if both of them win the division. If Josh Allen loses his game as well too, that means the best that he can possibly get in the event of a tiebreaker is 4th seed. So with that being said, I don't think that he's going to want, and I think they got Kansas City later on in the year as well too.
Yes, they do.
Not
they
mistaken.
have, yeah, of course.
With that being said, there's no way he's going to lose to all 3 of those quarterbacks, and the best that he can get is the 4th seed. So I'm rocking with the Bills. And I'm picking them to win this game.
Okay, I'm sticking with my pick. I got Houston. The riding high since last year, bro.
Bears are playing.
They're playing the Panthers. That game should be a tie, but you know, that game is just bad. It's just bad.
I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, they have to win this game, bro.
The Panthers got their 1 win that they needed so they don't go 0-17. That's
it's still possible with Jacksonville, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, them and Jacksonville will be fighting. Probably not Jackson probably will get like 2 to 3 wins on the season. So they're most likely probably be fighting with like the Dolphins or Patriots or something for the 1st seed. First overall pick. And I think even with the Dolphins, because they get 2 back, they'll probably get over 3 or 4 wins as well too. So they'll probably be fighting with like the Patriots, or I don't know who else is down there. Who else is 1-3? The Bengals they're going to win about 4 or 5 games. Even if they had a bad season, I got them winning about 5 games. So yeah, so they'll probably be them with the Patriots with the number 1 overall pick. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears in this one. I'm still not a believer of Caleb just yet, but.
If they don't win this game, though,
all you need is 13 points to win that game. That's all you need.
You gotta take the under to the house at this rate with that.
Yeah, 13 to 15 points wins you that game right there. Broncos versus Raiders. Why
bro.
can't this game just end with both of them losing?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like this game is just hard to pick because they both suck.
Like they both can just both take a L. Both of them just go to 2-3, and we call it a day.
I think Denver's gonna win this game,
Yeah, I got Denver too.
bro. If Denver
Crazy stuff.
goes
I'm gonna
three and
pick y'all
two,
2 weeks in a row. Stop that. I'm gonna pick y'all 2 weeks in a row. No, it's not happening. I'm going with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. That's who I'm going with.
I know my
Like I
cousin
said,
probably is like, "What is this man doing? Why is he going against me?"
mm-mm. I'm going with Sean Payton and Bo
Yep.
Nix. Y'all don't deserve Devontae Adams. And I seen a post. One guy put up Devontae Adams in some Chargers gear. And if that didn't look like the most beautiful thing in the world, I know it's not gonna
Oh, I know
happen.
you're gonna be
I
having a field day. That was to
I
happen.
I know they're not gonna trade him to us. I know it's nowhere in the realm of happening.
Mm-hmm.
But one can imagine, oh my God, if we got
Yo,
Devontae.
imagine that happening,
Oh
bro.
my
You'll be
God, that
having
would
a
be
field day,
amazing.
that's for sure.
The shit talking that I would do would be crazy. They don't want that to happen.
Nope.
But nonetheless, it's not going to happen. It was just a picture I saw. I just thought I'd bring it up. It looked amazing. That powder view looked amazing on him.
He'll look good
But
in big blue though. But yeah,
so yeah, I got Broncos in that one. 49ers play who again?
San Fran. San Fran
San
should win that game though with no problem.
Who they play?
The San Fran plays Arizona.
Arizona. That's what they play. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was a believer of Kyler Murray them like week 2.
I was
I
never a
was
believer. I never
starting to
liked
get
Kyler Murray.
it's starting to get to that point where it's starting to get a little stanky. A couple weeks until Call of Duty comes out, so we don't know how serious he's gonna be anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna take the 49ers. They need that to keep their season intact. We don't know when Christian McCaffrey's come back. Apparently he has Achilles tendonitis in both
Both
Achilles.
ankles, like that's
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
I
That
wish you a
is
speedy recovery, bro. Wish the best. Hopefully, it's not career ending, but that sounds scary.
mm-hmm.
Don't rush it back because we saw what happened with Kevin Durant. We don't need you to rush back. Take as much time as you need.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Gio, it sucks, but speedy recovery for you, Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
I think Jordan Mason should be good enough to cover in your absence, and I got the 49ers winning that one. Don't be surprised if this is the game where Brandon Ayuk finally has a good game.
I'm just
Don't be
hoping and
surprised.
praying when this man gonna do something. But yeah,
Don't be surprised. This is week 5. He got his little preseason out of the way. So don't be surprised he started turning it up now.
Green Bay and the Rams.
As much as I want to bet with Matthew Stafford. They are too banged up. So
I
give me
got
the
I got
Packers.
Green Bay winning this game.
Yeah, give me the Packers. Jordan Love, although they lost last week, showed a lot of resilience because,
Yep.
like I said, the beginning of that game was atrocious for him. But he bounced back, 4 touchdowns, almost 400 yards. Hell of a second half. Almost came back, lost by
Yep.
2. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Packers. And it might be a blowout. It just might be a blowout.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Seahawks play the Giants.
you gonna win
You
this
picking the
game?
Giants again?
You gonna win this game? We're gonna win this game. We're gonna be back.
Well, we're definitely opposite on that one. I'm going with the Seahawks. That I'm not gonna lie. Mike McDonald got a nice little offense going on over there.
Yep.
That offensive coordinator he got from Washington, he got them boys throwing the ball. Now I don't like Geno Smith throwing the ball 56 times a game. That's going to have to come down. That's a little too many passes for one game. But granted, they were down by
Yeah,
double
but
digits
if we don't
for
have
the whole
corners
game.
playing, we have no corners playing on Sunday, then they should be fine.
Yeah. So and DK is looking like a fucking freak of nature.
Yeah, because if they don't have
And
Drew
then you got Jackson
Phillips,
Smith and Jigba running
mhm.
around everywhere. So yeah,
If
I like
Drew
the Seahawks.
Phillips and Adoree Jackson don't play, we're done. We're gonna lose that game.
So yeah, so I'll take the Seahawks in that one. Steelers Monday on Sunday night against the Cowboys. You already know who I'm
Steelers.
picking.
Steelers.
You already know who I'm picking. You already know I'm picking the Steelers.
Steelers at home. They should
Rock with
not
my
lose.
boy Justin Fields. Let's go, Justin Fields. Let me get 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and go ahead and rush one in as well too if you want as well too. And go ahead and give Najee Harris a rush as well. So
Man, give this
that
man
boy's
the
put,
ball, bro.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely picking the
This
Steelers
might be the
to
game
win
that
that one.
Najee Harris has a career game because it's a they have no set. They had
They
no.
have they can't stop running. He might you might see him and Justin Fields rush for 100 yards. You never know. It might get crazy. Monday night.
Chiefs and States. Let's just say it now before we save everybody's time. Unfortunately, the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers. The Chiefs are going to win again. That's very unfortunate.
Yep. Refs are going to find some kind of way to
I'm
not
just going
call
at this
pass
because
interference on the Chiefs, but call
yeah.
holding on the Saints, and they win the game by 5 points.
And they touch Taylor Swift. I mean Travis Kelsey. You know they're gonna call a flag.
Yeah. You're going to call a holding, get him in field goal
Mm-hmm.
range. For Harrison Butler to win like a game-winning kick or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you already know how it was going to happen, and they're in Kansas City, so yeah,
Yeah.
just give that win to the Chiefs already, so they can go ahead and be 5-0.
You know what's funny? I know like a person that lives in Ohio and he likes the Chiefs. I'm like, bro, you have the Bengals and you have the Browns. Like, why
That's
the
crazy.
Chiefs? Like,
That's crazy. That's
like,
crazy. He's a bandwagon fan. I don't even
oh,
know him,
he
but he's a
is.
bandwagon fan.
Oh my God, his choice of because he likes NASCAR too. His choice of NASCAR driver too. Oh my God, he says he's a best driver. Like, he's not the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it's bad.
yeah, man. Unfortunately, the Chiefs are going to win on Monday night.
It's like every single time we talk about the Chiefs is a funeral because we already know the outcome to this.
I don't even want to get
It's
into it with
annoying,
the
bro. It's
Chiefs
kind of
draft.
annoying. It's kind of annoying, bro. It's kind of annoying. Let's
Is
be real.
is now I see what the AFC had to go through when they had the Patriots with Tom Brady.
But it was okay. The glazing it wasn't as bad as the Chiefs, bro.
I don't even care about the glazing. That part, if they want to do that, if they want to ride Patrick Mahomes, I don't care about that. That part doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when you're watching the game and you can see because everyone wants to make it seem like the Chiefs are just this juggernaut team that nobody could beat,
Yep.
and they're that much better than everyone else. And if you
Bro,
just
you got reporters that report basketball talking about already calling this man the undisputed baby goat. I'm like, excuse me? Like,
don't don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What Patrick Mahomes has done in the first 8 years of his career is tremendously amazing. Like, take the fact that he plays for the Chiefs off. If he did this with any other team, it is tremendously amazing. Do not get me wrong. I'm not taking anything from Patrick Mahomes. However,
we could have had Patty Mahomes with
yeah, a lot of people could have.
But when Ben McAdoo was coaching the Giants, and I remember everybody made fun of Ben McAdoo because they were thinking that he doesn't know what he was talking about when he knew it was Eli's time to go. But they laughed at him. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Giants could have gotten him. The Saints could have gotten him. I think the Bills is the ones who traded
Houston
with
could
the
have
Chiefs.
picked. Houston could have picked him up at 2 instead of having this whole Deshaun Watson mess.
Yep, and then I think the Bills are the ones that traded their 10th pick to the Chiefs for them to get Patrick Mahomes well too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I believe that's how it went. So yeah, it's
He got drafted in 17 or 16?
17?
I just
17,
want to take a look before we head
17.
out. I just want to look at that draft class real quick. There's some certain players that got drafted before him, that QB.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They are.
Who got drafted before him? Myles Garrett. Okay, no, he got drafted. Nope. For I could have sworn there was a quarterback that was drafted before him. That was not. Oh, there you go. Mitchell Trubisky got drafted ahead of this
The
man.
Bears could have got him. Yeah, the Bears could have got him as well too. Yeah, so man, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes is great. This year's, I don't know if it's been so blatant, but this year specifically, there's so many calls that miraculously are in the favor of the Chiefs. That
Yep.
I think that's what's making me hate them so much this year.
I would have to find a
Is
review, a whole video just
it's
of that.
yeah, it's literally every single game you can see that there's even in the Charger game. Like I said, I'm gonna take our loss. I'm not even gonna blame it on refs, but there was a bunch of calls in that game as well too that I'm like, yo, are y'all? When it was 10-10, they called a holding on a Lohi Gilman at the 3 yard line
Bro.
on Juju Smith-Schuster, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are we talking about here? Where do you? But like I said, bro, it is what it is. That's just the only part that I don't like. Like if they go and win a game and the refs don't hand them a bunch of calls, I'll come out here and say, hey, the Chiefs won that game. It's no problem. I have no problem doing it. But there hasn't been one game this year that they played where I can say, yeah, they for sure beat that team. Like it wasn't even though the refs called X, Y, and Z penalty, they beat that team.
Yeah, exactly.
The only one maybe is if you want to say the Ravens game, but there was a lot of calls that was going towards the Ravens that weren't getting called for the Chiefs as well too. So maybe if you want to say the Ravens, because the Ravens did step out of bounds at the end of the game, Lamar Jackson did miss Zay Flowers, so that's not the ref's fault right there.
I still can't believe he
So
missed that, bro.
so if you want to say the Ravens game, okay, cool, but no game after that, they just outright, yeah, they beat that team. I could say they beat that team. It didn't happen, and that's the part that's aggravated me because now they're 4-0. Everyone thinks that they're this team that's
They're about to be
unbeatable.
5-0 now, which is crazy, bro.
So yeah, that's just the only thing that I
And
hate.
they don't even have Kadarius Tony that's screwing them over.
So yeah, that's just the only
Remember,
part I hate. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm picking the Chiefs now, but we'll see how it goes because they
bro,
did
tell
lose
me
Rasheed
how
Rice.
Kadarius Tony screwed me over at a Chiefs bet once because I had the Raiders and the Vikings under 33. That only scored 3 points in that game. Tell
Wow.
me how
Oh
the
yeah, I remember
Chiefs
that game.
and then the Chiefs were supposed to win that game and Kadarius Tony just stepped offside. So they don't even have the sabotage anymore.
So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's the start of bye weeks. Fantasy football is going to get interesting as well too because bye weeks are starting to happen now.
Yep.
So now people are going to have to bench their good players instead of just having
Mm-hmm.
all their good players play. So it's about to get really interesting for fantasy as well too with all these bye weeks coming up. And we might have a surprise for you guys next week.
Yep.
So you guys,
It's hush
yeah,
hush. It's
you
hush
guys
hush.
tune in, and we may have a surprise for y'all next week.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna tell y'all what it is.
Y'all gotta like, subscribe. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. You know,
Exactly. You gotta like,
check the
you gotta
comment section, do
subscribe,
something.
you gotta be in that comment section so you can see what we got for y'all next week. It's only gonna get better, like I said. It's just the beginning. We're
Yep.
just getting started.
Yes, sir.
This is about to be the takeover. So I appreciate y'all.
Like, subscribe, do what y'all gotta do. Please pay attention to please pay attention to what we upload because we got something for y'all. We got something cooking
Yes,
for y'all.
we're trying to get that algorithm going. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Exactly.
So until next week, it's been fun.
We're
We
out the
out.
building. Peace.